Gay clubs are simply the most influential dance clubs in Great Britain. And that will shock a lot of people, and I'll hear a lot of trendy DJs scream. I just adored what I was hearing in all the gay clubs. It was up-tempo, it was exciting, it was good fun. So I decided to start making gay records. It's quite simple. I mean, without the high energy scene of the 70s, there wouldn't have been a subculture movement. I just wish, you know, people understood a bit more about the gay scene than they do. I've certainly, some clubs, particularly New York, some of the clubs that you can see, and I go with a couple of mates of mine, and I just can't take them for too long. But British gay clubs, on the whole, I think are just great fun clubs.
I think gay people keep going out because there's no reason for them not to, you know? Why should they sit in, and what are they going to do? Stop knitting patterns and, you know, make mushroom quiche? I mean, they don't. They want to go out. It's a great way to see if a man's gay or not, I always say, is have a look in his face. And if it's empty, the guy's a faggot. There's never been so much interest in gay clubs, never. But people have realised that gay people aren't really a different breed, and that they're just like everybody else, and that really they throw the best parties, and so they just want an invitation. I was at Flesh in Hacienda, and there were lots of straight guys coming, you know, and so the guy in the door was insisting that they had to neck with another guy to prove, which is really cool, really funny. Love Muscle is like a camp, theatrical, fun place. It's got strippers getting their dicks out, it's got trannies, it's got girls getting their jugs out, like, great.
Love Muscle is a sort of what we call mixed gay dance night. We never wanted to do sort of just the men only. That's sort of, I think, in the 80s. So it's actually for gay men, lesbians, and their friends. And I've got a lot of straight friends who come there all the time. I mean, there are people out there who get a bit funny about a lot of straight people. Like you get the occasional person coming up saying, "Oh, I've just seen two straight people snogging on the dance floor." Boo-hoo.
You could never find straight men in London that has a body like the guys we work with. Most of the straight guys I know, even if they're beautiful, are complete slobs. They tend to drink and they're not body conscious either. None of my female friends have seen what I do. If you sort of say you dance in a gay club, they're a bit sort of like, why? You know, why do they want women dancing in a gay club? But also gay is male and female too.
Venus Rising at the Café de Paris. It's a once-a-month women-only event. It's not intimidating in the slightest. It's extremely friendly. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm one of them.
It depends what your reason for going out is. I mean, if you're coming out full of blokes, obviously it's not the right venue for you. If you're coming out to have a good time, you know, and have a drink and a laugh with your friends and enjoy some good music, then, you know, it's a good night out.
Not too many good-looking women here, really. That's all I can say. Women are harsh and they do pounce on you, you know.
Advantages for women-only clubs are the fact that men aren't around, so women can do exactly what they want. You know, I'm not saying that men have to women all the time. It's not like that all the time. There are times when I know quite a few women who just want to go out without the presence of men around.
It's just a place for us all to be together. But then I don't really like women-only clubs. I like to be more with the gay men as well, because I find they're a lot more of a laugh.
Gays were let go, they were released, right? Whereas straights are really inhibited. So like looking at my girlfriend shit, they're with their girlfriends. Whereas gays just go out, just let go, have a good time, and just release. That's what queers do.
What I like about straight, it's just great, it's just wild, it's just different, it's just a dream, it's just heaven. That's it.
The gay scene includes many facets. Trade is really to attract the people that want to be more contemporary rather than the retro queens that are into Kylie and sort of just commercial pop. At one time it was not heard of to play really heavy house in gay clubs. In the States, yes. In Ibiza, yes, but not in England.
Just everybody's going for it. They're unpretentious. They just stand there and dance and sweat. Straight women have gay friends, and there's a lot of gay women here as well. And basically, it's a night for everybody.
It's a gay club. It doesn't mean everyone's walking around sort of having sex and sort of, you know, cruising each other. It's a very uncruisy club for its trade.
Mixed clubs, what we call mixed clubs, where there is a genuine mix of gay women and gay men, and trannies and straight men and straight women, and me, you know, all in the same place, is, you know, your perfect party cocktail.
Monie Love comes from Simone, which is my name. And love is an expression I'm sure every English person knows by now. You're right, love. My accent is always, you can always hear Papa Charlie in it. When I'm in New York, everybody can tell the difference that I wasn't born there. But when I come here, everybody says I sound like them. So it's very half and half. The market and everything is much bigger within the United States, and I probably would have suffered an early death if I would have stayed in England. You know, I want to be where the in crowd is. Janet Jackson I met once, and that was it. She probably wouldn't remember. Maybe she would. That wasn't a diss. Working with Prince came about through an executive at Warner Brothers, which Prince is signed to. He's a perfectionist, and any good producer would be a perfectionist. He was cool, he was pretty normal. The people that I respect in rap are the people that speak about what they know, regardless to the consequences, which are basically people like Ice-T and Ice Cube. They're just really intelligent guys, and I think that they've got a lot of guts to hit the issues head on that they hit, despite the fact that they get so much flack for it afterwards. I appreciated the fact that Ice-T, for instance, made a song called Top Killer, because it made me aware of the fact that if I get pulled over for a speeding ticket, there's always a possibility that I may not go home, because that song made me aware of the fact that cops aren't necessarily the good guys, and that there is a possibility that you may get pulled over for something trivia and you may end up shot or beat up or dead. I grew up in England and guns were very scarce, you know, and so, you know, I didn't see people getting shot and drive-bys and things like that, and everybody packing a pistol in their pocket, and I didn't see that and I didn't live that. Therefore, I cannot talk about it and expect for it to be believed. At the end of the day, it doesn't really make a difference how educated you are, you're still black, and how some people look at you, they'll always look at you like that. You can be educated to the highest degree, but you're still black. So all you can do is just try and exaggerate the people that aren't narrow-minded, exaggerate the good. I wouldn't know if I'm seen as a sex symbol or not. I wouldn't think so. I've mostly got girl fans. When I do shows in clubs or stadiums or wherever, it's it's mostly women that come to the front. Guys do like me too, but it's mostly girls, so I don't really get any males pestering me or anything. I'd like to know why British rap hasn't really been all that successful, because I'm sure I'd be able to help a few people if I knew that. But I don't know, maybe record companies just aren't really into it, because the radio stations aren't really into it, and they don't see any point in spending money that's on a project that's not going to get any type of airplay, or, you know, it would just be wasted money. The advice I'd give to somebody starting out in rap in England: good luck. That's probably about it. I travel very lightly because I hate to check luggage, because then you have to wait for it, and it just takes forever. But today they made me check my bag anyway, so it didn't make a difference. The traveling, it really sucks. No, I know a lot of the ground staff at both sides. By the time I'm finished, I'll know all the immigration officers. I cannot do this, travel back and forth forever, because I'm going to end up looking like Bagfoot by the time I'm 35. I definitely won't be moving back to London, because there's no one left here. All my family moved. I'll be on the other side. See you when you get there.
Wicked man. Wicked man. Wicked man. I thought the graphics was just like really going some, man, you know, and like the visuals and that, it was all like absolutely blinding, man. I just couldn't really get up off my seat to go and like, you know, get busy in the kitchen, man. Hi, this is Dave from Dagenham, and I thought it was absolutely spectacular, your program. I was just watching those graphics there, and they just blew me right out of my seat.